Hello folks, fellow artists, this is Bruce Langton. I'm going to be doing a little cartoon drawing for you today. Let's do a little turtle. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sketch it out. Just try and get some kind of an idea of where this turtle is going to be on my paper. I like to try and sketch the whole thing out before I start putting any detail in there. So this is going to be the shell. Feet will be right in here. And let's sketch his head in here. I want it to look like his neck has got some folds in it. Do the top of his head, put the eyes in. That looks pretty good. Let's put his face in here. There, I've got him pretty well roughed in. His other leg's going to be back over on this side here. We'll end up putting a shadow underneath him. Alright, well, let's just start drawing here. I like using, this is a calligraphy pen. It's got kind of a chisel on it. You can get real fine with it, or you can get kind of wide with your pencil. All right, or with your pen. Let's go ahead and do the eyes in first. Put his eyes in, get some eyeballs in there. There we go, we got his chin in there. Put this other eyeball in there. Give him some eyebrows. Let's do the back of his head. And then we'll put his neck in here. I want to get some folds in there. You know how a turtle can retract their necks? They can stick them out or pull them back in. Now the shell, I want it to kind of have some three-dimension to it. The hardest part about being an artist is working on a flat surface. When you work on a flat surface, you're considered a flat artist. Everything you do is on a flat surface. So when you're trying to make something look round, you have to do it through a little bit of manipulation. You either fool the mind of the viewer. Let's put his feet in here. Turtles have these little toenails. And let's get the other leg in here from the other side. Alright, now before I draw the rest of the shell in, I'm going to kind of segment it off here. I'm going to sketch in where the segments are going to be for this little guy. Now what I'm using here is an HB pencil. It's soft enough to where I can erase it if I want to. I usually don't like to use erasers because erasers will kind of ruin the tooth of the paper. So I try not to even use erasers. Alright, there I've kind of sketched in the rest of the shell. Now I'm going to draw it in. I always like to play a little music when I'm drawing. I've got a little jazz playing in the background. I don't know if you can hear it or not. I like all kinds of music. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this drawing. I just kind of want to give you a little step-by-step analysis of how I like to do a drawing. Get this guy segmented off here. A turtle has got a very hard shell. It's almost like an armored coating. So I kind of like to try and make it look like that. In between here, I'm going to indent these and join them together like that. Now let's go ahead and put his tail in. His tail is going to look like it's kind of broken or maybe caught in a door. Like that. Alright, at this point it's pretty much all roughed in. I'll start doing a little shadowing now. Right underneath here, right where his back leg is, that's going to be pretty dark back there. And of course underneath his shell here, that's going to be pretty dark also. All natural light comes from the sun above, which would be up here shining down. So anything underneath the turtle is going to be shadowed in. And right here where his neck is coming out, that's going to be throwing a little shadow as well. And underneath him, he is going to be throwing a shadow, because remember, the sun will not be shining right underneath there. So let's just do that. At this point, what I like to do is take my charcoal pencil and I'll start adding a little shadowing in here. Doesn't have to be much, just a little bit. And I like using a charcoal pencil because you can get your fingers in there and kind of smear them around a little bit. Like this. Now right underneath his tail, that's going to be shadowed as well, because the sunlight won't be hitting the bottom part of his tail. Oh, I hear my little dog barking in the background. That's Wrigley. Wrigley, what's the matter? She hears somebody outside, I think. Let's go ahead and give this guy a little coloration in his shell here. One of the fun things about drawing is actually getting your fingers a little dirty. That's part of drawing. There, we got a little shadowing going on there. Add a little bit underneath his eyes here. And we'll shadow this underneath where we've already put some black line. Like that. I'll go ahead and sign it. And there you got your little turtle drawing. Hope you liked it.